Yes guys, Thief Buddy here, welcome back to another live stream on the channel, and we are still continuing on with the Manchester United Football Manager 23 career mode, and in today's video we have matches in the Champions League to hopefully continue our unbeaten run, as today we face Celtic twice, and then we also, let's get into Football Manager and we can have a better look. So, last episode, a very disappointing result against Everton that we've not taken a look at, so we'll take a look at that in just a minute. So, last episode, we had the Manchester Derby where we lost by 1-0. Then we went and beat Derby by 3-0 thanks to Gonzalo Ramos. And then we drew 2-2 with Brentford. PSV was an excellent 5-0 thrashing. Then a disappointing 0-0 draw against Everton means that it sits us in 4th in the Premier League so far with 16 points, 4 points off the title. So in today's episode we have Burnley, Celtic, Wolves, Watford, and maybe up to November if we sim a few of our games. So we have Burnley in a bit of time. So without further ado, we'll do this press conference and we will sim up to the Burnley game, and then we'll come back on holiday for a day before that game. So then, if you're enjoying these videos, make sure to drop a like down below, subscribe if you are new around here, and while we wait for that to load, we'll go through some of the latest transfer news, breaking stories here on FIFA Buddy. So, starting off with Mason Mount as Chelsea reject another offer for him, this time £50 million. More on that later to come, as N'Golo Kante has left the Chelsea and joined, of course, Al Ittihad and Ilkay Gundogan to Barcelona. As Fabrizio Romano has put, here we go, the final approval arrived on club side to register him as new signing. Green light from the player, it's a done deal, signed a few minutes ago, and Gundogan has joined. No changes on Nicholas Jackson deal. Villa informed since Monday that Chelsea will match the £35 million release clause. Clubs are negotiating instalments or loan players included, so only a matter of details. Contract being prepared, and Nicholas Jackson will fly to London when the deal is done. And Juventus and Marseille have just signed contracts for Milik to join the club. £6 million plus £1 million add-on fee. And we are at the Burnley game, so sorry, but let's just get back into Football Manager. So then, the day before, we're on to the 20th. I think we might have missed the press conference, which is frustrating, but did we have a press conference? No, we've missed it. Doesn't matter. Doesn't really matter anyway. So then, it is the day of the game, and at Old Trafford, and look at that, Wout Weghorst will not be playing, maybe playing for Burnley anyway. So then, let's look at the team and changes that we could make. Gilberto and Dalot in there. I'm going to be playing Shutalo as well, and I'm going to be giving Ramos the chance as well to play. Garnacho stays on the bench, and Anthony Martial stays injured. So he's still out. Is he? No, sorry, he's back on the bench, but definitely not fit enough to play. So then, let's get into the game. And look at that, Wout Weghorst, nowhere to be seen in that starting team or on the bench, so he has not been registered for this game. Gilberto, Anthony, Gilberto, Vitinha, Anthony, Ramos! And it's 1-0 after 3 minutes. It's the best possible start for Manchester United. And Gonzalo Ramos finishes off a well-worked move Anthony does brilliantly there. So he gets the ball there and he just keeps going. Gilberto and Vitinha do well, but Vitinha's ball into Anthony is really, really good. And Anthony first time cuts across the goal. Ramos sticks his leg out and scores. Rashford was probably going to be there at the back post to tuck it in, but it doesn't matter. Man United fans won't care. I don't care. We got a goal so far. Fernandes, only 8 minutes gone, and we could double our lead here. Bruno Fernandes, who just hits the top of the side netting. The corner into the box by Fernandes. Shutalo looking to win it, but it's cleared. Can Casemiro regain the ball? We can. Dallo. Varane. Casemiro. Varane. Shutalo. Gilberto. Anthony. Rashford saved! And Rashford follows up on his missed shot, and it's 2-0. And it's Marcus Rashford with the goal. And Man United are in dreamland, Old Trafford, the home of Manchester United, the theatre of dreams, and it's where we play our best football, and you can see it here, 2-0. Twine into the box, Varane can clear, but it's still a chewing love. But it's won back by Vitinha. United can counter-attack here. Vitinha. Lovely. Rashford! Was Rashford offside? I don't think Rashford was offside. I think Ramos was offside. But VAR have disallowed it. I didn't think Rashford was offside there. I think, look, you can see Ramos is offside, but I think Rashford... yeah, he's probably offside in the end, but it was close and Vitinha did well to play the ball. Roberts, Josh Cullen. Shutalo wins it back for United. Vitinha. Anthony. Oh, was that a pen? The ref says no, but I think that was a pen. But Rashford! How's he missed? Vitinha is excellent again there, but how has Rashford missed that? Such a golden chance. We've had 8 shots already. Burnley yet to even test David De Gea in the goal. As we've got another chance here with the corner. Fernandes into the box and Lyle Foster, clears back out to Fernandes. Vitinha! Scores his first Manchester United goal. And what a brilliant way to do it. In front of these Manchester United fans, in front of the Stretford end, I think, as well. Roberts. And again cleared by Varane. Bruno's got to be wanting that ball a bit more. Elkdale. Aldakil. Casemiro. It's brilliant from him. It's hungry from him. But Ramos' touch is very poor. And Josh Brownhill cuts it out. Back to Muric. Varane gains the ball again. Diogo Dalot. Vitinha. Out to Gilberto. Vitinha. Casemiro. Lovely. Rashford! Surely that one counts. Brilliant from Casemiro, and it's an excellent finish from Rashford. VAR, of course, are going to have a look at it. And it's been given. Marcus Rashford gets what he's deserved this game. Another goal, and it's United 4, Burnley 0, and we've just entered half-time. Burnley yet to have a shot. I think they're missing Wout Weghorst in this game. We had 11 shots. We have been the better team, and it's clear to see this game. And look, we've got firepower on the bench in Martial, Van der Beek, Garnacho, even Fred and Eriksen. So let's get into the second half. Same team. Burnley have made 2 changes at the break, but I want to see maybe 5 or 6 goals put past this Burnley side by full time. Vitinha's been excellent. Rashford's been brilliant. Anthony as well. He's looked really solid. So we've had 70 minutes on the clock now. We're making our first changes. Diogo Dalot and Casemiro coming off. With Fred and Tyrick Mitchell coming on. And also Varane off and Victor Lindelof on. And you know what? We'll bring Anthony Martial on. He's back from his injury, so we'll see what he can do. So 10 minutes to go. Burnley have had 2 shots, we've had 15. We've been the better side. Fernandes, the last player to be replaced, and he's replaced by Donny van der Beek but there's no time really for him to make a difference. As a full time, we beat Burnley by 4 goals to 0. So then we play Celtic up next. Marcus Rashford wins Player of the Week. And we've got the press conference now for the Celtic game. And again, it's another clean sheet. So if we look at the stats from the Premier League, clean sheets, not fewest, most clean sheets. De Gea is joint third with 4 clean sheets. Edison has 8. So Edison has only gone. He's gone 8 out of 10 games without conceding a goal, which is pretty excellent. But City are a good side. I think we've got to go and smash Celtic again this game. I'm going to rotate the sides a little bit. I'm going to get the quick pick selector to just do a half rotated side, and we'll review what they think and of course make our twist on that as well. I think Henderson should start over De Gea, possibly. Quick pick without restriction. So a rotated squad with more rotation. And then we put Aaron Wan-Bissaka in there, Sutalo and Lindelof. And this is going to be the side that face Celtic in the UEFA Champions League at Old Trafford. And look at it. It's a really, really strong side. And Postecoglou's men have to come to Old Trafford and look to take 3 points, as Celtic aren't even top at the league at the moment, with Livingston above them in the league. There's the Champions League anthem beaming out at Old Trafford again. And so far, 2 out of 2 for United. We haven't conceded yet, and I think we scored 6 goals. I'd like to add a few more goals into our tally for today's game, as Wan-Bissaka picks the ball up for the throw. Van der Beek, Wan-Bissaka, Sutalo, Lindelof, Sancho, McTominay, Sancho's blocked and Joe Hart can save. This is really the only bit of football that I've seen Jadon Sancho have this season, because Anthony's been playing over him in the Premier League and he's done a solid job of it. So yeah, Sancho needs to prove himself in the Champions League if he wants to get starting in the main competitions. Carter Vickers looks for the long ball, but Sutalo should cut that out, and he does. It's his 2nd game in a row that he started for United. McTominay, Sutalo, into Martial. It's a poor pass from Anthony Martial, and it really does. It just sums up Anthony Martial's time at United. Just can't find anything. He's just so lazy. But Garnacho picks up the ball here. Garnacho! Oh, I think it just skimmed the post and it's gone out for a goal kick. We haven't had a shot on target yet. Moi. Kobayashi! Celtic take the lead at Old Trafford. I don't know how that's happened. Don't know what Henderson's positioning was like. I don't know how we're losing this game, and at home it's United 0, Celtic 1. And there's going to have to be changes at half time, but Celtic could double their lead here. Bernabe, Kyogo Furuhashi, Jota, Kyogo! It is 2-0 to Celtic. We're going to have to make some changes at half time. We've been the better side. He bossed everything. But Celtic have just been more clinical. Fernandes, Anthony and Rashford coming on. We have to make a difference. They have to make a difference, and we have to play differently. in this second half because we've got to be beating Celtic. It's not acceptable, is it? Got to pose a different threat now in the second half. We've not got long, and again, it's another Celtic highlight. Furuhashi, Johnson, Garnacho wins it back. Henderson, who's had a horror show tonight. Wan-Bissaka. Anthony. Sutalo. Celtic just going all out defensive now, but we can break through this team as Fernandes plays in Anthony, who finds Rashford. Again, he's offside. This guy can't stay onside, and he knows it's going to be disallowed. He's standing there. The ref's going to put his arm up. Oh, it's been given. Marcus Rashford gives us a lifeline in this game. Wan-Bissaka, McTominay. Bernabe heads back to Hart. See the difference that Anthony and Rashford have made since coming on, as Hart goes long looking for Jota, but Wan-Bissaka does well. Fernandes, McTominay looking for Anthony, but it's cut out. Moy, Carter Vickers, Sutalo does well. McTominay, Anthony. Again, we're rushing this ball, and it just keeps getting passed back to Joe Hart, because Celtic really are just trying to bide their time and have as many men behind the ball as possible. Fernandes, Anthony. Rashford slots it home, and he's got a double since coming on, Marcus Rashford, and it's excellent from Manchester United. We're bringing on Martinez now for Sutalo. On back level against Celtic, and the substitutions at half time have made a difference. Wan-Bissaka next off, so either Wan-Bissaka or Garnacho off, and we're going to take Alejandro Garnacho off, bring on Gonzalo Ramos, and play Rashford on the left. We've been extremely dominant in this game, but Celtic have taken their 2 lucky chances, and with 5 minutes to go, this could be the last chance of the game, and it could be falling for Celtic. Starfelt, Moy, that's good from Fred, but no one else on his page. Wan-Bissaka does well. Martinez goes back to Henderson. Lindelof, Fred. Rashford. Over the top, Anthony. Go by yourself, Anthony. He just keeps trying to square it across, but it's not working. He needs to go for goal, Anthony, and maybe then he would have scored. Aaron Moy. Too much space for Furuhashi. Lindelof does well, but Fred also does well there. Fernandes. Martinez. Look how many players there are in defence. As Anthony slipped in. Anthony, how has that not gone in from Anthony? He's got to take these chances. And then Fred goes all the way back, and the highlight will probably end now. And it does. And that will probably end the game there. 4 minutes added on. We've got another chance. Anthony, Wan-Bissaka, Fred. Again, it's a heavy touch. Martinez. He can hit these. Martinez! He's done it in the 91st minute. The centre-back is driven forward and tucked one into the bottom corner. And it's Fergie time for Manchester United. And we've scored in the 91st minute, which will surely give us 3 points. But one more chance for Celtic. We played 40 seconds over time. And it's headed wide. And as soon as Dean Henderson takes this, and he doesn't even need to take it, full time, United 3, Celtic 2. And thanks to the goal from Lisandro Martinez, we managed to take all 3 points back to Old Trafford, which sees us in top spot in the group. PSG lost to they lost to Celtic 1-0, which is shocking. And they have PSV later on today as well. So yeah, excellent in that game. Rashford was brilliant. Anthony was alright. And so was Lisandro Martinez. Really, really good subs from myself. But we needed to make those changes. And PSG are back as they beat PSV by 5 goals in it. We're going to sim this game against Wolverhampton Wanderers, and we'll play the Watford one just because it's Carabao Cup. And then we'll sim a few more and see where we are at by the end of this episode. So then, press conference for the Wolves game. That'll be it for now, and then we'll sim it. An easy way to sim it is if we go like this, and then we use the current match tactic, because it's still got our ideas. Nottingham Forest, the only team yet to win a game. Casemiro's been dirty this season. Antonio Conte's been sacked by Spurs. See when this Wolves score comes in. Still simming. Julian Lopetegui's men sit 7th, we sit 4th. And at full time, it's a 2-1 victory thanks to an Alejandro Garnacho 91st minute winner. We've done it again, we've left it late. It was a strong side though, so there was no rotation in it. And we scored the opening goal. It was good fast plays. Fernandes slid in Rashford. And Rashford's in goal scoring form at the moment. And he slots that home. And Jimenez's penalty equalises in the 68th minute. But then it took till the 91st minute when Varane found Casemiro, who slid through Garnacho brilliantly, and it was curled into the top corner, which sent the away end nuts as we won the game and moved us up to second place. And I know that teams are going to be playing today, but all we need is Liverpool to slip up, and we will go second, 2 points behind Manchester City. We also welcome Chris Wilder's men to Old Trafford as we face Watford in the Carabao Cup, as they are currently 16th in the Championship, 5 wins, one draw and 6 losses. That is really bad, including a loss to Ipswich by a 0-0. Again, it's going to be a rotated side against Watford. Mainly the side that played Celtic, maybe a little bit different. And the press conference day. This is definitely a competition that I want to win. Eric Bailly's going to start. He hasn't played for a while. He hasn't played since the third round of the Carabao Cup, so it'll be good to see him play again. And the last game of today's episode will be an away game against Celtic in 2 games' time. So we're going to play this one and sim Sheffield United and then play Celtic, and then we'll be done for today. So then we'll rotate this side heavily. So if we quick pick without restriction, a full rotated team. This is what we're going to be going forward with. Eric Bailly stays in the team. Mitchell stays in the team. Tom Heaton comes in goal. Martial and Garnacho and Sancho starting with Van der Beek at cam. But again, as usual, we have a very strong bench. Alberto Malassi, Ahmad Wan-Bissaka, Brandon Williams, Pellistri, Varane and Fernandes. So a few players like Rashford given the night off. But hopefully we won't need to use them in a game like this. Dallo. Van der Beek into the box. Martial! He's got to be scoring that. He's had such a wretched season so far. He's just so poor, Anthony Martial. And we can't be having this goal scoring return. He's not scored. He's scored no goals in 8 Premier League games and no goals in 1 Champions League game. This is a strong Watford side, and I can't see why they struggle to win games, because they're a very defensive side and they've conceded a lot of goals. But if they've conceded a lot of goals, we need to be testing hammer and goal. So we have a corner here that Sancho's going to take. And look to find Lindelof, and Sierra Tala fouls Lindelof, and the penalty's been awarded. VAR are going to check this. Craig Pawson is checking with VAR, who's stuck with the on-field decision to give a penalty. And it's going to be Anthony Martial on the penalty. Martial scores just about. And he's finally got a goal in competitive football this season, and he can celebrate at Old Trafford for the first time this season. And it's United 1, Watford 0 after 32 minutes played. We've got a free kick that Van der Beek's going to step over. Donny Van der Beek off the post and out for a goal kick. Maybe one more goal before half time. Seymour, Kone. Wesley Hoot, Ferreira, Bio, and it's won back by Garnacho. Van der Beek. Looking for Martial, but Hamer's going to get there first. And he goes long. Bio wins it. And João Pedro slid in. And Lindelof, who's had a pretty good game so far, intercepts. Garnacho. Sancho. Past Hoop. Martial's offside. He's going to tuck it in the back of the net. But I'm pretty sure VAR will disallow this. I'm not 100%. But Sancho should have gone on his own. And VAR have disallowed it for offside. It was always going to happen. That's why I wasn't excited. If Martial scored and he was onside, I would have been a lot more happier than that. Sancho into the box. Hoot clears. Fred. Sancho. Lindelof. Martial! Lindelof technically assisted Martial with the penalty for the first goal. This one's going to go down as a real assist. Excellent from Victor Lindelof. He's had a brilliant game and he's had a brilliant season so far. And at half-time we lead Watford by 2-0. And I'm actually going to rest Garnacho and Sancho and bring on Pellistri and Ahmad for the second half and see what they can do against a championship quality side. Hamer. Sherlata. Won back by Bailly. Fred. Mitchell. Can he put a good ball in? He can, but Sherlata can clear. And Diogo Dalot's ball to Mitchell is cut out by Bayo. Ferreira. Dale Bashuru. Sherlata again. Not had the best of games and he's given that away to Victor Lindelof. Who finds McTominay. Bailly. Lindelof. It's kind of like a back three here, but then when Dalot goes forward as well, it's literally a back two, and we can afford that. It's Van der Beek! Donny Van der Beek! And Diogo Dalot is the assister for Donny Van der Beek. They are going to check for a possible offside. I think it'll be harsh if this goal is ruled out, and that's why it's been given. And Donny Van der Beek, this time, with the goal. It was a tight offside, but VAR have given it. Sema. João Pedro. Ken Sema. Pellistri wins it back, but who does well? Pollock. Sema. The pressing's good, and we've actually given Watford a really hard time today. And the youngsters are showing that they're not that bad either. Van der Beek's been good. Martial's been alright. Lindelof and Dalot have been excellent. And again, Lindelof's been cutting out play all afternoon. He's been one of the best players on the pitch. But of course, as I say that, it's his fault for the consolation goal for Watford. What was Lindelof thinking there? He's trying to play it casual out from the back. And it doesn't matter what team you play against, you can't get cocky. And that's what we've done in this game. And that's what Victor Lindelof's done just there. Van der Beek into the box. Mitchell. Mitchell looking for Ahmad, but Ferreira can clear. Mitchell keeps it alive. Can he put a cross in? Mitchell. Martial! Both fullbacks with assists this game. And Anthony Martial has a hat-trick, Hat-trick hero, Anthony Martial. Brilliant assist from Mitchell. And it's 4-1 Manchester United. And just keeps getting better and better. I'm going to take Mitchell off and I'm going to bring on Brandon Williams. Because he's not had much football. Gilberto's going to come on. And Fred's also going to come off with... For some reason I can't take Mitchell off. Don't know what that's about. So we'll just confirm those changes. As we got a free kick. Mitchell has come off now. And so is Gilberto. Goal kick. Bacuna. We're going to bring Bruno on for the last 15 minutes. Amad Diallo. Good ball out to Pellistri. It's good to see the youngsters linking up as Pellistri's good ball in is cut out by Porteous. Lindelof, McTominay, Gilberto. and given away by Gilberto, and it's kept in, and Watford can make it 4-2. I'd love a 5-1 in this game, as Lindelof does well there. Gilberto, he wants to get on score sheet, but instead he goes unselfish to Brandon Williams. He plays Van der Beek in! And we continue the run of defenders getting assists. This time it's Brandon Williams on the assist sheet, and Van der Beek, who's had such a consistent season, has got another goal to add to his tally. And just like Martial, he's got 2 tonight. We've only had 2 scorers for 5 goals. Bruno's on the pitch anyway, but with 3 minutes of added time, I don't think there'll be anything else. And there's not, and it's a 5-1 victory. We'll do the second Celtic game in the next episode. And now we will look at the draw for this one and then go and sim the Sheffield United game. I'd like to play against another EFL side in the next round and have an easier run, or like Nottingham Forest or something. Maybe a team that's low down in the Premier League, but I don't want to play an extremely good side for this game. So then the draw, quarter-final draw now. We've got all Premier League sides, and it's Aston Villa versus Palace, okay. Leicester versus Spurs. Brentford versus Man City. So we've got West Ham at home, which is a very good draw. I'm happy with that. It's a winnable game, and I hope we can smash West Ham because we're good enough to do that on our day. So then, let's just sim past Sheffield United. Whether we win or not, this isn't a really important game, that's why I'm simming it. And then as soon as this is full time, we will end today's video. So then Sheffield United sit 8th in the league, so Paul Heckingbottom's done a brilliant job there. But can they come to Old Trafford and win? The answer is no, and it's a comfortable 3-1 victory with Bruno getting 2 and Anthony scoring as well, which means that we sit 2nd in the league and overtake local rival City, and we are joint top of Liverpool. So that's something to look forward to for next episode, our title charge. So make sure to like and subscribe if you're new around here, and I hope you enjoyed today's video. And there won't be an upload tomorrow, but I'll see you all on Friday.